We all want to feel like we're in control of our lives. We want to be able to balance school, work, our social lives, and still have time for ourselves. But the reality is, it can often feel like we're just scrambling to keep up. We see people who seem to have it all together, and we can't help but wonder how they do it. I've been there. I'm a full-time student, I have a job, I work out daily, and I still make time for my creative projects and a social life. It's a lot, and for a long time, I felt completely overwhelmed. The truth is, I don't have more hours in the day than you do. I've just learned how to become more strategic with the time I have. This isn't about working 24/7 or sacrificing your well-being. It's about building a system that allows you to be productive without feeling burned out. I'm not some productivity guru who never misses a beat. I have bad days, I get lazy, and I definitely waste time on my phone. But I've discovered a few powerful strategies that have helped me feel in control of my life, and I know they can help you too. So if you're ready to start living a more balanced life, let's get started. 1. The to-list method. I used to have one massive to-do list for everything, from big projects to small errands. It was overwhelming, and honestly, it just set me up for failure. I'd check off a few things and feel like I barely made a dent, so I completely changed my approach. Now I use the to-list method. I have a master list for all my tasks and a daily focus list for my top 3 priorities. The master list is a brain dump. I write down everything I need to do for the week or even the month. This includes things like finish research papers, schedule a doctor's appointment, or go grocery shopping. The key is that this list is not about action, it's about getting everything out of your head. It's the opposite of a to-do list, it's a to-be sorted list. Then every morning I look at that big list and choose just 3 items to put on my daily focus list. I pick these items based on what will give me the most momentum for the day. This simple change has been a game changer. It helps me focus on what's truly important and prevents me from getting lost in a sea of tasks. Instead of feeling guilty about not doing everything, I feel accomplished for completing my top 3 priorities. It's all about working smarter, not harder. 2. Use the rule of 15 for momentum. We all have those moments where we just can't get started. Maybe you're dreading that big project, or you just don't have the energy to go to the gym. This is where the rule of 15 comes in. The idea is simple. Tell yourself you'll work on a task for just 15 minutes. That's it. This technique helps you overcome resistance. The hardest part of any task is often just starting. By committing to only 15 minutes, you lower that barrier to entry. And what usually happens? Once you start, you'll find it much easier to keep going. That 15-minute workout turns into 45 minutes, and that 15-minute study session becomes an hour. Even if you only do the 15 minutes, you've still made progress, which is always better than doing nothing at all. This is a powerful mental hack that turns a huge task into a small, manageable hill. 3. Create a hard stop for your day. One of the biggest sources of burnout is the feeling that your work is never done. The emails, the assignments, the chores, they can just spill into every moment of your day. To prevent this, I've started implementing a hard stop for my work. This is a specific time each day where I consciously decide to stop working no matter what. For me, that's usually around 6 p.m. So I close my laptop, put my phone away, and switch into life mode. This creates a clear boundary between my work and personal time. It allows me to fully disconnect and be present with friends, family, or just myself. It's a non-negotiable part of my routine that helps me recharge so I can show up as my best self the next day. By creating this firm boundary, you teach your brain that it's okay to rest and that your value isn't tied to how much you get done in a day. 4. The energy audit. Traditional time management advice tells you to schedule your day based on what you need to get done. But a better way is to schedule your day based on your energy levels. We all have the peaks and valleys in our day where we feel more or less productive. I call this doing an energy audit. Take a moment to observe yourself. Are you a morning person, or do you do your best work late at night? For me, my brain is the sharpest in the morning, so I schedule my most demanding tasks like studying or writing for the first half of the day. In the afternoon, when my energy dips, I do lighter tasks like answering emails or running errands. When you align your tasks with your natural energy cycle, you get more done in less time, and it feels less like a struggle. You're not fighting against yourself, you're working with your natural rhythm. This small shift in perspective can make all the difference. 5. Batch similar tasks together. Context switching or jumping between different types of tasks is a huge time waster. Every time you switch from writing to checking emails to making a phone call, your brain has to re-engage, which saps your energy and focus. The solution is to batch similar tasks together. Instead of checking your email every 10 minutes, designate 1 or 2 specific times a day to tackle your inbox. Instead of doing one errand at a time, save them all for a single trip. I dedicate 1 day a week to content creation and 1 afternoon to all my chores and errands. By grouping these tasks, you create a workflow that makes you more efficient and productive. This not only saves you time, but it also reduces the mental clutter that comes from constantly switching gears. 6. Schedule your fun and your downtime. This is probably the most important tip of all. We often think of productivity as doing more, but true productivity is about doing what matters, and that includes rest and fun. I used to feel guilty for taking a break, now I schedule my fun. Every week, I put social plans, hobbies, and personal time right on my calendar, just like I would a work meeting or a class. This ensures that I make time for the things that bring me joy and help me recharge. This could be a coffee date with a friend, an hour to read, or just some time to watch a movie. When you treat your rest and social life with the same importance as your work, you stop feeling feeling guilty for taking a break and start living a more balanced life. This isn't a reward for your hard work, it's a necessary component of it. Without rest, you can't be productive, creative, or happy. 7. Don't multitask, stack your tasks. We've all heard that multitasking is a bad idea, and it is if you're trying to do 2 mentally demanding tasks at once. But there's a better way, task stacking. This is where you pair a mindless or automatic task with a more engaging one. Think about it, you have to do laundry, wash dishes, or commute. These are tasks that don't require your full brain power, so you can stack them with something else. For example, I listen to audiobooks or podcasts while I'm doing chores, I review notes, or listen to a lecture while I'm on the treadmill. This allows you to make progress on 2 different areas of your life without sacrificing focus on either one. It's an efficient way to make use of time that would otherwise be wasted. 8. The 10-minute tidy. The mental weight of a messy space can be surprisingly heavy. When your environment is cluttered, your mind feels cluttered too. But the thought of doing a massive cleanup can be overwhelming. This is where the 10-minute tidy comes in. At the end of each day, I set a timer for 10 minutes and just clean something. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just put things away, wipe down a counter, or organize a small area. The goal isn't a spotless home, but a more manageable one. By doing a little bit each day, you prevent the mess from piling up, which saves you hours of stress and cleaning on the weekend. This simple habit keeps my space feeling calm and helps me end the day with a sense of completion. 9. Practice the power of no. This might be the hardest tip of all, but it's one of the most important. You can't do everything. When you say yes to something, you are by default saying no to something else. We often say yes to things out of obligation, fear of missing out, or a desire to please others. Every yes to a new commitment is a no to your own time, energy, and goals. Learning to say no is an act of self-preservation. It's okay to decline an invitation, to say you can't take another project, or to simply prioritize your own well-being. Before you agree to something new, ask yourself, does this align with my current priorities? Do I have the time and energy for this? It might feel uncomfortable at first, but with practice, you'll find that saying no frees up your time and mental space to focus on what truly matters to you. So, if you're feeling overwhelmed, remember, it's not about working harder or cramming more into your day. It's about being more intentional with the time you already have. Start with one of these tips and see how it changes your approach to life. Building a balanced life isn't about perfection. It's about making small, consistent changes that add up over time.